But welcome to episode 9 of my MyDropLocked, the account where I have to get every drop from each unique monster in each chunk in order to progress and roll a new chunk. So currently I'm here at the Lesser Demon. The highest drop is 1 out of 5.4k or 5.6k I believe, so it's safe to say I'm going to be here for a long time, and I have no primary way to get arrows or runes, so even longer I'm going to be here for. This will 100% result in a dilemma that I'm going to have to think about, and I've done some thinking in the short term, and I'm pretty sure I've come up with the best thing to do, but we'll get onto that in the episode. I genuinely cannot believe I've just missed a grimy Renawi drop. I picked it up before recording, so I was in a state of panic, but I won in 1,490 drop in 78 kills. Do you know what? If my luck like that can continue, I'm gassed. So we are 83 kills in, and there's the first Mithril Square Shield. First of many, because I have no doubt I'm going to get a load of these, but that's one of the biggest gear upgrades, followed by, I guess, the Myth Chain Body, and of course the Rune Medhelm. Less than 10 kills later, the last of the 1-128 drops is done. There's the first Rune Medhelm. I'm going to keep the first one, and then probably out quite a few, and then keep the rest, just store them, but there it is. I believe that's actually all of the normal drops done in terms of the droppable ones and the coins, so the rest is now just herbs, which I fully expected to happen. So 133 kills in, and I can't complain at the drops, you know, one herb and 1-128s and whatever, but I can complain that I'm finished and I need to get more ammo and runes. We have ourselves a little clue casket. I've been killing some chickens, just some things to hopefully aid the account, and Staff of Water, that's the first one, decent. Cabbage, a longbow, which I don't care about for the short bow, but do you know what, I would take the Staff of Water. I did need one, so thank you, game. So we have a beginner clue that I can't do, so I'm going to drop that, and one casket that I can open, which contains some steel plate legs, body runes, and water runes. The standard beginner, lovely. So there's 73 strength at chickens now. It might be weird while I'm killing chickens and talking about it. I'm trying to preempt what I'm going to do next and prepare for the thing I have in my mind that's going to best aid the account. So some clue scrolls and some feathers go hand in hand, so it makes sense, right? But 73 strength, done. We have ourselves 2 more clue scrolls. Now I am really just trying to hunt the air staff because it makes sense to have it whilst I'm trying to kill the less demons, but anyway, beginner 1 is a second Staff of Fire, beginner 2 is Lawrence ain't bad. I'm not going to complain, but there's just some standardized earth runes, but the Lawrence ain't too bad. We have ourselves 3 beginner clues. I'm treating you all now, and so I'm up to 3,000 mind and 1,600 arrows as well, just collecting them every half an hour, and that is what I needed. The Staff of Air is the one thing I needed to, in order, it just makes sense to have it to kill the less demons. I've got unlimited air runes and a load of other runes I can actually use to cast, and a water staff and some more law runes, so I can now go and mage the lesser demons with a good amount of runes. It's not loads. I mean, 1,000 chaos is nice, just below 250 death is nice, and you know, you can see the my runes in there, so I should be able to get a few magic kills on the lesser demon right now. Right, I'm back at the lesser demon. I'm going to do some magic here, and I brought everything, some more bolts and some more arrows from the men and women I've been killing, so let's see how many kills I get. So lesser demons do also have access to the rare drop table, so there's a very slight chance I get a dragon spear, right? But there's an uncut ruby and an uncut emerald just the kill before, so I think that's quite cool. I get to stack up on these whilst I'm here too. So this kill here is effectively the last magic kill I will get. 273, and I'm more or less done. I'm just gonna, I don't know why I'm telegraphing the fire runes, doesn't really make much sense, but I finished on 49 magic. I do want to have 2,200 bronze bolts and 336 bronze arrows to go through. I don't have too much to report in other than 50 ranged has now been achieved whilst I'm here, so a load of stuff that I can't possibly use. This game is trying to piss me off. Like, I don't mind, if I'm going to get a duplicate, make it a Renard, that's fine, but just don't give me a duplicate herb. Give me a new one, something new, come on. So I think I'm 326 kills in, and I'm out of bolts, arrows, runes. Everything is done. Bearing in mind, this is everything I've accumulated up to this point in the account. It's going to be a long one. So I'm just going to show the back. So yeah, 326 kills in, and it's looking okay. You know, the standard coins into quite a few talismans, which is quite nice, and some bird nests from the minimal amounts of wood cutting and fletching I've been doing, just in case, I guess, I preempt anything. All this stuff's looking good. The gear's looking good. 2 rune med helms, 4 chain bodies and 3 square shields, which is quite nice. And I can't use the iron bolts, which annoy, nor the mithril arrows, which again quite annoying. But the herb count's looking good. I know a lot of this doesn't even stem from the Elestiumers, but it's a good herb count. I realised I should put that in the bank, because I do have all of the staffs now, don't I? Yeah, so it's quite nice to have a look at. The good thing is I'm not wasting food, so I don't have to do that, which is in itself it is quite nice. But if the reason for the herb spike is from the men and women I'll be killing for bronze bolts and clue scrolls in order to get the air talisman, the air staff. So you see there's a big increase in headless arrows and arrow shafts. Like I said, I'm just trying to preempt what my idea is for the next one, and I might have wasted my time, I might not have done, but you will certainly see it in the next clip, I guess. So probably wondering why I'm on the chunk picker screen, and let me explain it very quickly. So if there's not a primary way for most chunk accounts to do things, do their grinds, they can't do it unless you're one of those extreme ones like Verf or Limpwort. Then you know, those guys are beyond my capabilities, let's just say that much. So I have no primary way to get runes. I can't rune craft them. I have no way to fletch arrows. I can't even mine or smith realistically. So it's going to take me a very long time, and I'm going to need 150,000 to 200,000 bronze ammo or runes if I go on drop rate, and that seems very unreasonable. So in order to get myself a primary way to get these, I need to roll 10, 7 or 3 or 8. Now 10, 7 or 3 would be preferable because it adds a grind. I have to make them all, and I can't just buy it. I will also, because I know that this is a killing account, people will expect, but you kill things, why don't you just gather the resources through that? To balance it, I will kill 10,000 dark wizards, as well as a mining, smithing, fletching grind. If I get 8, I'll be kind of pissed off because it skips a grind that I feel like I'm cheating the account a little bit. So fingers crossed it's one of those, and it's 10. Okay, so 10 chronicle, canal boat, iron mining, therefore fletching, smithing, blah 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 blah, and 10,000 dark wizards to hopefully add some repercussion to me rolling a chunk, but hopefully it makes the most sense. So here we go. I'm going to be buying a lot of these teleport cards to enter the chunk that I still don't feel like I should have rolled, but there's a good enough reason for it. I just hope that people understand. That's my concern. It isn't so much what I think, it's what the viewers think, or what you all think. So to me, it's the right decision. I hope people understand it. But I can now teleport into the new chunk. Now, I can't access the Champions Guild. I'm pretty sure the dude on the door just calls me a bitch, but I will go and check anyway. There's mining here, so I can start the mining grind and smithing grind. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the foreseeable future. In my infinite wisdom, I genuinely thought that there was a copper ore thing here, but there's not. So there's only tin. Luckily, men and women do drop copper, and I've killed a lot of them, so I've got a lot of copper in the bank. So I guess it's make some bronze and do this until 15. Hopefully I've got enough copper ore till 15, and then it'd be straight into iron, which of course is 50-50 whether I smelt it or not. So that's going to add even more stuff to the grind, and I've got to get used to watching my little man paddle down this stream. So all of the bronze bars I have made, I've put into bronze arrow tips. I am, however, 2 bronze bars or 2 copper ore short of 15 smithing, so I can then do iron bars. So I'm going to go and kill some men and women just to get the 2 more copper ore, and then get the 15 smithing. Quite literally, like, I don't know, 20 kills maybe. I have 20-30 kills. I've got the 2 copper ores, so I have the 2 bronze bars, which does now mean I'm going to make more arrow tips and enjoy the fact that I have 15 smithing. Of course I have 50 mining nets, so I'm going to go and, if you can call it, power mine tin, I guess. It seems a bit weird to say that, but that's what I'm going to be doing for a while. So there is the 50 mining done. I did get a sapphire from that, which is quite nice, but I can now do the iron ore, which I'm going to be spending a lot of time doing, and it's going to be super slow, but I deserve it. Okay, so I've got 318 iron ore in the bank. Now this is more than enough to get me to 30 smithing assuming I superheat the bars. So 292 is the exact amount of iron bars by smelting and smithing that I need to get to 30. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to use the steel bars I have as well as then be able to make the steel arrow tips or iron arrow tips before I start doing daggers and wasting my time. So I'm trying to be efficient. This is what I'm going to be doing. So if anyone was wondering where I was going to smith my bars, because of course the one in Lumbridge is only for bronze, in the Draenor sewers where I was killing the zombies and the skeletons, there is an anvil which I can use. I have to bank in Draenor. It will take a while, but at least I have an anvil that I can actually use. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Clue Chunker and No Drop Waste, two people who have kept me completely sane throughout this grind. There'll be 2 links in my description down below to both of their YouTube channels. They both do very unique series on this game. I've really enjoyed them, and I hope all of you will do too. So we have a Clue Scroll, which I cannot do, and we also have 40 mining. A bit of a jump, 50 mining now. I've only safe to say I've been relatively busy on this grind, so just over 400 steel bars, just below 600 iron bars, and 646 iron ore. So also just below 2,000 bolts there, 9,000 headless arrows. And there you can see are the arrows that I have now, quite a high volume, so making some good progress. So when I rolled this chunk, I said I'd do a 10,000 Dark Wizard kill grind, and I'm going to do that. I've not killed too many so far, about 100 maybe, 150-ish. Got 2 beginner clues, so I'm going to go do those. And this will be the start of the 10,000 Dark Wizard kills. So I've been praying for a Beekeeper random. I need flax to make a U short bow, and I get I've every outfit piece and no flax. 10,000 kills later, and here we are. So you can see all the runes and the clue scrolls. I'm going to go open these, and then we can go and just check the bank to look at the progress we've made. So I did only finish with 25 reward caskets, and it turns out I had a beginner clue in my bank for about 3,000 of those kills. So my bad, really. I would like to do all the clue scroll, the collection log for these clue scrolls, but if I collect them all, it would have been far better. But we'll see. I'll be happy with one unique from these, but so far we've not had anything. Just some items. See, that would have been a roll, the 6-noted cabbage, and that's not too bad. That's probably one of the better ones without any unique piece. It's also going to be standard stuff, isn't it? Ooh, hey, I genuinely think the mole slippers might be one of the best pieces of Fashionscape from the beginner clues, so I'm not going to complain at that. If I just put, come on, they kind of remind me of those really comfy old man slippers that I definitely do not own. Black belt helm, some more arrows. I guess it's kind of useful, and yeah, nothing probably. So here I am with absolutely everything that I have gained. So I start off with the combat level. I am 85 combat now, so quite a big jump in that. And most of that does come from the strength, which I've just been training the whole time with, so I'm now 77 strength. You can see my woodcutting and my fletching are 57 and 55. The mining is 57, and the smithing is 48, which is massive growth from those two. If we look at the invent now, and you know, it's looking good. I have made one mistake where I've made 6,000 steel bolts, and I have to train my farming to 45 to plant a maple tree for a stock. But we could, we're going to start doing that behind the scenes now. But 10,000 air runes, 10,000 wire runes, 2,000 chaos. Still a lot more coal, a lot more iron in there as well. And I did get the flax, so I can now do my short bow once I get to 65 fletcher. So that's what the next part of this grind is going to be. I've been very busy. It looks good to see all this in my invent, and it's only going to get higher and higher because like I said, I need 65 fletcher now, which is going to be a lot more iron arrows to say the least, and a lot more shafts. There's also one more pretty cool thing that I feel like I need to show. And I did get the beaver bet at 57 woodcut. Now you might have seen it in the screenshots, or you might not have done, but it looks cool. I've got the beaver and I've got my mole slippers. I look pretty cool right now. With this next piece of iron, we have ourselves 60 mining. So there's 1 to 60 in, it's been about a month, but the other stuff as well has happened. So good progress. So the nature runes from the wizards are going to be used to superheat a lot of iron ore. Not all of it, but certainly a lot of it. We have superheated our way to 55 magic, so I can now cast High Alch, which is going to be nice for the rune Medhelms should I ever need to Alch, which I'll probably Alch a lot of them. Here is the last superheat I have to do. Now, after I've still got 306 nature runes left, or 305 nature runes, which is nice, but 1800 iron bars, 500 steel bars, all going into arrowheads. Alright, there's the steel bars done, 7,500 dead on. We have ourselves 27,000 iron arrow tips from all of those bars, and we've got 4 mithril bars, which I'm going to make an axe and some limbs with. Now, I am aware for the mithril crossbow, I do need 45 farming. I can boost with a pie, because I do have a pie dish luckily, but I should have done this throughout the time, but I completely forgot, so time to do it now. So whilst farming, I have been pickpocketing the farmer. I am now up to 38, so I can now pickpocket the master farmer. So as I said beforehand, I can boost with a garden pie. So I'm 28 farming now, I could boost and be able to plant the willow seeds that I have. Now, I do need a pie dish for this. I'm very, very fortunate that I do have one from the sandwich lady random, which gives you a meat pie. If not, I have no way to actually get a pie dish. So the game has just updated, so I've lost my side bit or whatever, but I've just finished my last ring of foraging and killing some chickens. So I'm a few Fletchers away from the 65, which is there, so I can now of course do the U shortbow, which is a huge upgrade to what I have now. So I know that I did show this off a little bit earlier, but here's the end product. 58,000 plus I am wearing 1,000, so 60,000 iron arrows, 7,600 steel, 313 myth, just below 2k bronze and just over 2k bronze bolts. 10,000 air runes, 10,000 mind runes, 2,300 chaos, 320 blood. No death runes though, but that's okay. And at the bottom there are some bolts as well, which I can't yet use. There's 552 iron bolts and 6,070 steel bolts. I can't use them yet because I don't have the farming to get the stock, but I am doing that in the background. So it's time to go kill some demons. Before I do the demon killing, here's just the U-shot bow. I'm not going to go and do it without it because that's a big chunk of my ammo for this, but there it is, the U-shot bow. Massive upgrade to what I have now, so I can't wait to get using it. So then here we go, 326 KC on the board, and let's just see how many I end with all of this stuff. Ah, ha 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 ha, 1 in 3k drop with grimy Quam. I don't know if I said that properly. Quam, either way, I don't deserve that drop yet, and it's 1 in 3.2k. We have ourselves 60 magic now from this grind. Okay, 483, and there's the first grimy Guam leaf. It's not bad, I'm not going to complain. So with this kill, that would be 500 on the board for the lesser demon, and I've got to say I'm very happy with the way the first 500 have gone. To have 2 Renars, 1 Quam and 1 Guam is... of Guam, however you want to call it. I think it's amazing. I wasn't really expected to have any herbs at this point, so I'm not complaining about that. But I am going to end the episode here, and I just want to say I hope the decision to roll a chunk hasn't put people off or hasn't damaged the integrity of the account. It really came down to the fact that I had no primary way to kill this because I have to range it or mage it, and I had no way to get arrows or runes without killing things. If I had to kill things, like I said, it would have taken ages. I'll put 6 weeks into this video and I still don't think what I have is enough. So it would have taken 2-3 months to get the resources that I needed in order to do this. So hopefully people are okay with it. A lot of work has gone into this, as I said. So if you did enjoy, please drop a like, comment, of course, please do subscribe. And I will catch you all in episode 10.